And then he opens it and reads it.
Okay. It just simply has a very simple letter in it. It says, Duke Sargranus. We shall send an agent of law that is our ally. Expect her within a 10-day. She is known as the Planar of Pines. She will act in hell on our behalf. Proxy of Meliki.
Okay.
The Planar of Pines.
Does it say where?
Does it say where it will be?
Yeah, where she will arrive?
Nope. It says it'll arrive at your office.
Oh, at your office?
Yeah.
Okay, in 9 days. At the Duke's office or at the home office of...
It's...
Big. Okay.
And it smells like freshly cured vellum, which is kind of like deer skin, but also this really piney scent to it.
Okay.
Like they hunted a deer just to send this letter.
All right. All right. He's tries to focus, get all this hope crap out of his head.
Holy crap! I just had this weird window pop up, and there's too much light, and my eyes are blinking like crazy.
Okay.
Let me take a washroom break. Maybe my eyes will stop blinking.
All right. Can we take 5? I just want to make some popcorn.
Okay. Let's take a quick
Ooker's,
break.
I hope Ooker's afterlife has
Right.
more boobies and like blackjack or something.
Oh, you don't like this grinding efficiency of
Oh, it's the worst. This is the worst afterlife ever.
Is it a tad boring?
Nurgle was more entertaining than this. All right, Insect Man, I got you.
It's a bit. Yeah, there's a definitely different feel for it. Is you'd understand why when I knew I was going to run the game this way, this particular session where,
Where would you even get maps? Like, what would be the?
I don't know.
There's got to be a way
it'd
for Azzy to
pictures.
kill himself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is Azzy. Azzy's
is
memories
not
are
it.
slowly coming back, right? But I'll be right back.
Okay.
This is painful. I feel for Azzy.
At some level, he brought this upon himself.
But wait, does he still have 2 arms? Oh! Would you look at that?
Oh, what about 2-armed lucky son of a bitch? Motherfucker.
I need both my arms to shoot a bow.
Don't worry, you're gonna have some superhuman ghost smoke arm gun thing.
It's just a gun. It's a cannon, not an arm.
That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty cool. Just any gun I want. Sniper rifle.
Yeah, that's within our as 12 level heroes. We could do that.
Can we?
Yeah.
No. I mean, like, it changes guns.
Yeah.
Oh.
Want a transformer arm? Yeah, we can build that. If you want a Mega Man arm where you go around and kill the gun guys and get your mega powers.
There aren't that many guys that actually... The number of people that are actually threat with guns is very low. But they're a
really
significant threat. They're a significant threat.
But they're really there's very few of these guys that are really threatening. But they're really threatening.
Yeah. Threat level. Demon.
Merilith. See, the one thing that's nice is that she's just going to run out of bullets, and it'll be forever to reload the things.
Will she?
Yes.
Fucking hope so. Hope she doesn't have a crappy toy like I do that just at will.
Don't worry, the Merilith will full round attack, and then have to spend like 6 consecutive rounds reloading because she wouldn't take rapid reload or any of those kind of feats.
Oh, I like my hell.
Oh, your hell! It's very hell-like. I kind of like hell being. I think it's kind of interesting that hell is basically
Downtown?
well, it's like, but it's the afterlife. When you make the afterlife the modern era, like this interesting. No, right now this is hell. Like right what you see around you. This is your hell of your afterlife of your. It's kind of like the
I think this is pre-internet. This is like
that's what I was saying. It's 80s New York is kind of what I was envisioning. Right when the crime was really high.
Yep.
Before they cleaned it up, when Times Square was like not a place you wanted to go. Like Manhattan Park is a bad place to go. There's condoms and needles.
Maybe I should call it metropolitan area of new dis.
New dis, yeah.
But it's old and run down compared to the length of the multiverse or like the Age of Hell. No, it's pretty new.
Well, it's still new. That's hilarious. The
Brick wall and
I've written
sunlight.
down on this little sticky note 8.
his tab. Oh, I thought it would be 25.
Well, I haven't totaled up what the whole suit is worth. He just found the sticker for the pants.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. This is how many millennia of servitude.
I had some other idea for the currency, but
Okay. Yeah, I trust you. You can do something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure your big boy can come up with something.
I'm sure I can come up with something, right?
What's the cost for the hotel room?
We've done some experimental games. I'll just come up with something.
What's the cost for the hotel room?
Dude, that agreement? That other guy was going to stay in Azildan's hotel room, and if he never checked out, then Azildan would have to pay whatever that living in the hotel room cost was. Like, if he screwed up the friggin'
Mr. Epithan?
Mr. Epithan. Yeah.
Who would never go to the Ministry of Planar Wildlife Management Home Office. He still has family, and they're still alive.
Yep. What do you think the hell considers to be wildlife? Is it life that is in the wild? Is it life which is wild? Would a chaotic creature be a wild life form? Like,
They probably defined it in some court somewhere.
oh, certainly there'd be some sort of treatise on it with an amendment and a secondary decision.
So you can see me, I like checking out new bars and that sort of thing this week. You can see me like giggling as I'm writing about like the terms and conditions, or what was the name of the
On the cream or the sunblock.
the Sunny Time TM hell screen. You watch these commercials with the medicines, and it's like, oh, you got this little tiny problem, take this shit. And then, like, there's 3 screens of disclaimers.
May cause
and
Explosive,
death.
painful, bloody diarrhea.
Right.
I did some
joke for that one, but
I did some voice work a while back when I actually had like a recording thing set up in my place, and one of the things that actually went a little bit someplace was I did a mockery of it wasn't like Cialis, but it was a similar. There was a drug. And all it was basically.
I'm gonna find that.
No, man, no.
Tube.
No, the yeah, no, Silas is woohoo. But it was a drug where it was it was basically doing some comedy stuff with the actual list of side effects. Right? It was the actual side effects, and one of the side effects of this drug that was supposed to be used to prevent like it was suicide was one of the and it was suicidal thoughts, and it was a thing to treat like depression, and one of the side effects of the drug
Is
may
depression.
cause depression, may cause suicidal thoughts, may cause intense paranoia. It's like
So you start taking the drug. Are you depressed? How do
you depressed?
How do you even tell?
how do you control for that? And they do control for that. They control for that by you give the drug to somebody who's not depressed.
Right,
They take the
placebo
drug.
effect,
Now they're
placebo-
depressed.
Right.
Their control group, just like the control groups for medicines, normally you have a control, like they have to also check to see how the medicine interacts with somebody who was wrongfully diagnosed, right? They have to give the cancer treatment to somebody who doesn't have cancer to see what it does. It's how science works.
Try it on the animals first.
Well, and they do, and then they go, it works with that. Well, it worked okay on the rat. We'll see what happens.
Turns into a 30-pound rat. Oh crap. Cheese,
All right,
bitch! Oh, okay.
okay, this one goes to the military. Here, military, here's your Hulk serum. Yeah. There was the medical research side of things. Like I did take some biomed stuff in university, and some of that stuff with the rat studies is quite horrific.
All right. So Azildan, what were we discussing? You let off Mr. Epithan.
Yes, I let the guy with the mailroom leave after he dropped the letter
Yep.
from Maliki to Duke Sargronis.
And then you were on your way to the negative first floor.
Yes, to the penthouse.
It just simply says penthouse.
I'll eat your soul. I'll eat your soul.
Okay.
So I like yourself.
The elevator makes it all the way up there. It passes by the Office of Contracts. It passes by the Ministry of Planar Wildlife Management reception. It passes by the Ministry's floor. It passes by the private office, and then stops and hovers slightly at the penthouse.
As if to say, are you sure?
Yep, the doors are still shut. The light's still on at the penthouse.
Push it again.
You swear that there was a little bit of mist as the doors opened,
Someone's fond of theatre.
and there's a beautiful marble, the kind of like shiny marble floor of black that is reflecting light from somewhere else in the apartment. Very, very calmly, some lights dim in. And you can see that there are all sorts of strange beasts and creatures that are stuffed with little glittering red eyes, probably actual rubies, behind glass cages, and that is, or behind glass display cases, and that is the walls of the entranceway to this person's penthouse.
He's looking around for, like, is there a nameplate or anything? My guess is probably not. If you're hitting P, it's because you know who you're supposed to be talking to, but just in case.
Right. You hear like 3 dogs barking in unison.
And he stops.
Low growling coming from 3 dogs. There's like a huff, and you feel some heat already from the huff, kind of reflecting off of the shiny black floors and off the glass cases, where you think there's something called an Umber Hulk.
What? Okay.
its big clawed mandible hands and glittering eyes where its gems are. And there's a little thing underneath it that says, "Do not stare at its face for long."
And so he will not.
Okay, you look off to the other side, and there's some other creature.
A chul?
Yeah, chul. This
Uh,
chul is kind of like an umber hulk, big kind of shelled thing with claws. It's got all sorts of tentacles coming out of its mouth. This one seems to be suspended in some sort of aquan solution, like it's bubbling
Okay.
slightly, and they're little fish in the aquarium.
Okay, nice.
And it says chul.
All right. He
Do you
continues
have knowledge of
onward.
dungeoneering?
I don't believe I do.
So Umber Hulk is the name of the first one. You can do some searches for that, and a chul has 2 U's in it.
I actually did a quick Google search. There's somebody who sells a chul plushie that looks amazing, and I want one.
Kind of like the Cthulhu plushie.
Yeah, it's probably the same. Yeah, very much along those lines.
You can go back.
I do not have knowledge engineering.
Okay, in check.
Okay.
For people who are afraid of lobsters, we bring you chul.
Come on, money. 14.
They are aberrations.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that both of these creatures do have intelligence, like they're monsters.
All right.
They're not animal intelligence.
Okay.
You hear that growl again. I need an actor that you would find in hell at the top. Not Al Pacino. That seems to be
No, it's too obvious. Know who I could see playing a decent devil is Michael Fassbender. He,
Yeah. If you're going for somebody a little bit younger.
No, I don't know how he speaks. That's the problem with him.
oh, he's English, usually.
Well, he's actually Irish German.
Well, he frequently
somebody
plays
else,
English
somebody
people.
else, anyone on this
That'd
team?
be
Alright.
crazy.
He's as a because when he's screaming, every once in a while, just Irish comes out. Fuck you.
Mads Nicholson. He's the guy who played. I used him on another token actually.
Jack Nicholson.
No, Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh, I'm saying Jack
Mads
Nicholson.
Oh.
Nicholson.
It was Heinrich.
He just has a weird look. Who's the guy from that wine movie?
Who? Well, first of all, it's a wine movie, so I'm almost sure I didn't see it.
What is his name? Sideways. How about a Paul Giamatti?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
a great choice, yeah.
I would take him from. He looked really good in Shoot 'Em Up.
There's I think he's in a TV show called Billionaires too, or Billionaire, or Billions.
Him and Shoot 'Em Up was absolutely hilarious as
Yeah.
the psycho killer
And he's talking to his kid on the
he's
phone.
talking to him, like, I'll be back for time for Timmy's birthday. You know, I'll get
I'm
flowers.
working. I don't have time to talk to you right now.
My wife's leaving me.
Now I would have to watch him do a scene for me to start to mimic him, but we'll just use his token and hopefully that'll be enough. Call him the Duke.
The Duke has a receding hairline? You betcha.
No, I told you to sell it! What am I gonna do with that? I don't have any room for it. No, I don't think you read the fine print. I am not going to pay for the storage fees. Don't make me come down there. Triptych! Down, boy! We have a special guest. Triptych. Yes. No. How many times do I have to repeat myself? I don't like repeating myself. I've already counted 3 times. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I suppose we can golf on Sunday. All right. Ciao. You hear him pushing a button instead of a clang of a receiver. Boop.
Okay.
Oh, he's an old brick phone, doesn't he? Those big gray mothers.
Azildan. I've been waiting for your arrival. I hope the suit fits well.
Oh, you sent this? Yeah, it fits great. Shoes are a bit tight, but
Tailors,
much appreciated.
It's hard to find a good tailor, and I've got the best. I hear that he even tailored a suit for Mephistopheles back in the day.
All right.
How do you like them?
Them?
Oh, Molly and Mo. Peter and Susie. The Umber Hulk and the Chul.
Oh, lovely.
It was such a wonderful trip, my friend Azildan. I went on Underdark Safari. They never knew what hit them. Do you know that these things are smarter than the average man, half-elf even, perhaps even the average elf?
I was unaware.
Aberrations, they call them. Yet they seem to be perfectly fine and functioning in their home environment. Well, not quite their home environment, but the environment that they made themselves home in. You can tell he's kind of wandering around behind like other glass panels, and you're not it's like a hallway of glass panels in an open space.
Mm-hmm.
You hear this large clomp, like a very large hoof, as he's getting closer.
Okie doke. Little goblin dropped this. I think it might be for you.
Little Hold on a moment. Yes? Jimmy! Tell me you've got good news for me. Well, you know that they were buggered from the start, weren't they? Sure. Yeah, Peter and I are going golfing on Sunday. Yeah, I know. Handicap's just insane. Send him 40 and see if that'll do. All right. Ciao. Fucking bastard. So hard to get good help around here. Clomp, clomp, clomp. Just give me a moment. Let me put on my robe.
No, sure thing. Take your time.
Clomp, clomp. Flap, 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 flap. Like the clomping turned into little tiny man feet.
Okay.
Azildan! And he, he goes around the corner. He's got this really fluffy robe on. He's got glasses. He's kind of balding, and he's got a crazy look on his face. Something about his eyes, though. There's something in his eyes that just are a little too dark, a little too sharp. Give me a sense motive.
Okay. Oh, I don't have max ranks in this, so I gotta check. 15.
A wisdom-based character.
34.
Nice.
He gets a 37 by rolling a 4.
Damn it!
He's genuinely happy to see you. Like you're some long-lost friend of his. Maybe he's just really friendly. You know, I wasn't expecting you to come all the way up here, but then again, for someone who makes their own rules, how could we possibly turn him away? And he does this weird sort of bow towards you, before then kind of going up to you and giving you a hug. Oh, I'm a hugger.
Alright, gives him a soft kind of...
She said too, and he, mwah, mwah. Learned that from the old country, and he taps his nose like it's a joke.
All due respect, though, I was following the rules when I came up here.
He's 5'6". He's got a little paunchy belly that seems to be squeaking out from his robe. The robe looks really soft.
Yeah.
His glasses keen. The phone that he threw somewhere made different noises than the others. Did you come up here to see your hunter? That's right. You hunt great beasts from... what was that place called? Agriginius, Agrolonus, Agripella Prime? No, Agripella Secundus.
A Grover.
A Grover, yes, I read about that place when I was younger. Bunch of necromancers doing crazy things there. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
The unfortunate part about undead, though, is that it breaks the, how did that movie put it? The circle of life. You know the little
You've seen The Lion King?
You saw a commercial for The Lion King.
Yeah.
The circle of life.
Down here.
It was going to be an interpretive dance version of The Lion King.
Where Scar wins.
Starring some famous mime.
All due respect about me making my own rules, though, boss, was,
He kind of does a couple of guns into you.
yeah. I actually did follow the rules. It said push only the button you wish, for the floor you wish to go to.
Oh, no. We're not going to talk about anything about wishes here. Not at this point. You see, your arrival has caused a bit of a stir, and stirs, while wonderful, are not good for regular business. You know, when somebody special shows up, it's really hard on the lessers to get their work done. Gawking, gossiping. Well, it's a bit of a disturbance. Come on in. Let me show you the rest of the critters that I've killed.
Alright.
This thing is called a greater... and he doesn't skip it. Marty's just skipping it.
Yeah.
Carrion crawler. This thing apparently was the mate of some grand carrion crawler queen that... I did kill her, but she unfortunately exploded everywhere, and all the eggs went out everywhere, and you just can't have your people
I hate
being
when that
paralyzed by
happens.
these things. Vermin. But this... Yes, there's a bit of touch of aberrant blood in it as well. Fascinated by the aberrations. I don't know what it is. They're alive, but they're from somewhere else. And even their physiologies break the rules. But if you learn their rules and how they don't have some, then you make such a great hunter. Do you shoot? No. Archery. Yes. Weapon of assassins and Outcasts. Kings who finally learned how to slaughter better when they line them all up in a row. Yes, the cusp of rule changes. Very interesting stuff. You seem to have caught me a bit indisposed here. Why don't you go in and mix yourself a drink? And I'll join you shortly. I've got a little bit of business to attend to.
Sure thing. Thanks.
Did you check in with reception on your way up here?
Just the first reception.
Oh, you didn't check in with the ministry yet?
No, my apologies.
Oh, don't worry. So they don't know you're here yet?
No.
Fix yourself a drink. It's like his pad is overlooking something that the rest of the city can't see. There are these upside down fiery mountains that seem to be reaching down from the heavens with this ruddy glow between a crack that runs between the mountains, like the outside is somewhere out there. It's a beautiful and monstrous and terrible sight to behold. And it's kind of dimmed by the shaded glass. It's like his penthouse is maybe 100 years in the future.
Oh, what the F is this?
Everything is sharp edges and glass, and his TV seems to be in a window.
Okay.
And the devices that he has and the couch looks like you could just sink into it and die. There's nice crystalline glass with this bluish wine inside of it that you automatically recognize as Elvish wine. You can hear him moving around in the other room. You heard the robe drop. You heard his little fat feet kind of tapping along the ground, and then when he turned the corner, you actually heard clunk, 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 like he was walking down a hallway away from you, and his feet changed into hooves.
Okay.
Big, heavy hooves.
He's going to quietly wait where he is and make himself a stiff fucking drink.
Okay. Are you doing the Elvish wine?
Yeah, he's doing the Elvish wine.
You pour it into a big glass. You know you shouldn't pour so much, but you drink it and you think back to the night of 1,000 shooting stars with Eosh. Did you find the wine?
Yeah. Yeah, I did, thanks.
I had it imported just for you. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a bit sweet for the drow palate.
Yeah, well.
But fuck them, eh?
That's right. Got any tobacco by any chance?
You look around, you're looking for tobacco. There's this weird thing that looks like a pipe, see-through. It's got little lights in it.
No. He picks it up and...
Okay, you don't see where to light it. It's got a button on the side.
pushes the button.
Okay, you think there's something inside making the tobacco go?
Takes a...
Okay, it's a strawberry tasting e-cigarette.
What the... Okay.
Hell's full of e-cigarettes. So what brings you to these parts, Azildan?
Well, I'm guessing I died.
Damn it, Matilda! It was you, wasn't it? You don't see the dog yet, but you hear some whimpering.
Yeah, I don't think I want to see the dog.
Isn't that great? Do you know how much this carpet costs? No, I suppose you wouldn't. How many years have I spoon-fed you your meat? Spoiled. So spoiled. Everyone is spoiled. You're not too sure what he's doing.
Okay, I'm gonna not rush him.
You do see that there's this weird set of goggles that's on a glass table.
Oh, he's just curious because you know what? Apparently today's gonna be the best day he's gonna have in a long time, so he's making the most of it.
Okay, you stick on the goggles and you don't see the room that you're in, but you see these soaring mountains and weird eagles flying and trees and beauty.
And then he takes them off. Ah!
And you're in the room. Oh, you're flying. It's like some sort of contained illusion. Yeah, that's what you'd call it. Illusions.
He enjoys the illusion for a while with his e-cigarette and his elven wine.
Yeah. Glunk, glunk, glunk. Are you hungry?
Oh, yeah.
You found my VR goggles, did you?
VR goggles.
Don't mind that program. There's much more interesting things for you to watch up there.
All right. Sure. That's amazing, quite frankly.
Yeah. Do you recognize them mountains?
Did I recognize them mountains?
It was temporal.
Maybe it was the angle. Not quite.
Pretty sure it was a Grover.
Oh, I never seen the mountains from that angle on a Grover.
They still have birds there. Still have forests too. Stupid dragon trying to become a god, ruining the circle of life.
Hey, you want me to kill it?
Yeah. We'll draft up a contract later.
All right then.
You're serious, right? Pretty damn good with that bow, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, actually I am.
Yeah.
I'd take a crack at him.
Yeah, you're pretty damn good. How do you take your eggs?
Oh, over easy, if you please.
He goes, you could tell he's in a kitchen and he's cooking you an egg.
Didn't even occur to him.
Where they're getting bird ovums from?
It's fresh Tengu. Enjoy.
Okay, he comes with expensive looking Chinaware. It's a single egg done over easy and a fork. It's got 3 prongs on it.
Oh, much appreciated.
No problem. I hope you like the spice.
Oh, he tries it.
It's good. It's the best damn egg you've ever had. He sits down. He's gotten dressed in what looks like a like an 80s kind of like leisure suit.
Leisure suit Larry.
Okay.
I've got some personal errands to run. You know, I didn't want them recognizing me. He sits down in a chair and he's just swiveling and he's looking at you. Azildan. In my penthouse. Eating an egg. You could put egg on my face. I would have never guessed. In 100 guesses. Well, okay, maybe 10. What do you got there in your pocket?
Oh, got me book I found at the hotel.
Ah,
Apparently, I'm quite important.
you are. Glad you saw it.
I got me a bottle of water.
What did you think of it? You know, what little you read. No one reads the whole thing.
Well, no, I was only sitting downstairs for a few hours. It made some interesting points.
Mm. And you've been up here for what? Almost 45 minutes now?
Indeed. Oh, and I've got the toothbrush and fingernail clippings from a madman that was taken away just outside the building.
Really? Very interesting. The guy in the circle.
Yeah.
He left.
No, guards took him. Oh, coppers.
That man's been down there for... How old are you?
30, sir.
He's been down there since you were a twinkle in your grandfather's eye. In fact, he was grandfathered in. I tried to make new discs as clean as new discs, but those fucking bastards, they got in and wrote all the rules like they used us as a way to, well, you know, figure out the ins and outs of things. Old contracts, you see. Apparently, one of the lesser courts decided to stick it to us and allow that old vagrant to have his, 4-foot circle.
So long as he stay within it.
Got it.
Oh, he must have had quite a rant going, because he was still going when I showed up.
Yes. Every once in a while, in such madness, you catch a glimmer of hope. Glimmer of reason. That's the thing when you guess. Guessing 1,000 conspiracies, you might be right a few times.
Yeah, eventually.
Very
Broken clock's right twice a day.
You got it. You're pretty wise about these things. Azildan. Tangled trees. Maybe it's where you grew up. I should have to go there before all the tangled trees are gone.
Some good answering there.
No aberrations, though. Not very many. There are whole teeming worlds of those little critters out there.
Well, true, but if you're careful, hunting undead, quite a bit of them there.
They're like cockroaches. You can try to irradiate them and they'd still be around.
So how is it I know about some of the things here that I shouldn't know about? Like telephones, TVs.
What's the fucking harm? If you were to go back and prattle on about things that you, Azildan, have no chance in 1,000 lifetimes to actually build yourself,
Yeah, fair enough.
It'll fade. Not like you're going back. We weren't actually expecting you here. We thought you were lost to us. It is a good thing that my boss is good at what he does.
Your boss.
Yeah, everyone's got a boss. So you don't like bosses, do you? No. Must be those wonderful genes.
Well, it's not that I don't like bosses, it's I generally like doing my work my way, I suppose.
The words of a perfectionist. Well, I did hear that vampirism, and he says this in this whole fucking flood of a nightmare that you thought that you had.
Yeah.
Back. He reaches out and grabs the plate from you, almost like he expected that to happen. You were about to drop the plate. And looks like you're done.
I did all those things.
He's already in the kitchen,
Yeah.
running water off on the plate for a little bit too long. You bet his water doesn't smell like sulfur. What was that, dear?
Deer?
Oh, you were saying I did all these things, and he's
Yeah.
already washing a dish in another room, and he didn't quite hear you.
Oh, yeah. All those things I just saw.
Yes, they leave their impression. Not too many people get to be intelligent undead and return to live to the living. Well, sort of. Living enough. You do feel like you're alive, right?
I do.
Good, good. I mean, some things aren't coming apart at the seams.
Why am I here?
It's a good answer. He smiles. Why do you think you're here?
Because I'm special.
Well, that definitely is so. I fear that we are stuck, my friend Azildan, in a legal quandary of mammoth proportions. One that we're going to have to revisit on account of how special you are.
Renegotiate.
No, not quite. Your choice is at an end. In life, you gave yourself and faith to one person, to one deity, I guess. But in death, you gave it to another. Were you coerced right before you died? How do we define death, especially when undeath happens?
You also have to define coercion.
Yes, so many things to define. The thing is, such a case would be in the courts for longer than we have. So we've agreed to settle this outside of court. Courts are messy. Courts are full of corruption. No. They've agreed to disagree. But they've agreed to come here. To bargain. His eyes are really dark. That look that he's got on his token is essentially the look that he's giving you now.
So will I be privy to this bargaining?
Well, sure. However, it does look like you're almost 3 hours late for your appointment.
Yeah, alright. I guess I should make my way down to reception then.
He shrugs like, no big deal. He's got a smile on his face like he won a game of chess or something.
I appreciate the hospitality, dude. Let me know when the Planar Pine shows up.
Ah. Yes, the underlings at reception will know. She's likely being kept very, very securely. Wouldn't want something like that running around now, would you?
No, I'm sure you wouldn't.
I'm sure she is eager to see what it is that you've become. You don't like his grin.
Yeah, no, I don't. He makes his he politely gives a small bow to the Duke.
He gives a bow back, almost like he's compelled to do it.
Until we meet again.
Indeed.
And he makes his way to the elevator.
You hear 3 dogs growl, "Triptych! That is our guest!" Don't mind the old girl. She really likes guarding things.
He just kind of nods and like, yeah.
Okay, the elevator doors, almost like they know that you're arriving, sort of slowly move open as you leave this man's glass house atop the large building.
Throw a stone and run! Ha ha!
Okay. He finds the reception button.
I have to go.
Yes.
Feel free to continue. You can send me a link.
I actually think this is a good place to leave it. As Azildan,
Okay.
as the doors, the elevator begin to close, Azildan is thinking about what button he should pick. He should pick next. And for a moment,
Yeah.
you saw flames in this man's eyes as he glanced towards the elevator, catching one last glance at Azildan before he goes. Azildan then begins to go down, and we will see.
The conversation's going on. He picks up his phone. Told you he'd say, "Oh, just go kill a fucking god." Yeah, there's a god out there. He's like, "Yeah, fucking kill him." Yeah, he's 12th level. Yeah, fuck him. It'll be hilarious. Click.
As people have gathered at the Ministry of Planar Wildlife Management Home Office to petition for Azildan's soul.
All right. On your left screen, you have the words written out somewhere where you can read them. For that name, the Planner Office of.
Oh right, I also put it in the chat. The Ministry of Planar Wildlife Management Home Office, Metropolitan Area of Fuges. First layer of Baitor Hell. Attention, Duke Sargranus.
The Ministry of Planner Wildlife Management. Because planar and wild don't seem to really go together. Oh, it's weird. All right, I gotta go. I gotta hit the road at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So
Have a good trip.
Any shout-outs? We had a bunch of people.
we had a bunch of people.
Kyoto, Kenny, Shirast. There was Toasty.
Toast.
Showed up. Ivory Cages. Good to see you folks out. Glad you could make it. And any shout-outs for you guys?
Woo!
Adam for staying up late.
Yep. Have a good trip tomorrow.
Good luck tomorrow.
Yep.
Take a train.
Yeah.
And then we'll
I'll do
play
my thing.
some Demon Watch throughout the week. We'll find a day.
Yep.
And then next Saturday will be where we resume Azildan's time in hell.
Hey,
I hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do. Peace. Have a good week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, guys.
Good night.